Okay. Indira, it's your turn. Yep. The Lamia just came up and bit you.
I'm gonna attack this man.
Please do.
The Yamcha came and hit you with its wolf fang fist. Yamcha.
That's a miss.
Sure is.
Wow, you're just like not having a good time today.
I don't want to say you're eating ass.
Have you considered reckless attacking?
My health is too low for that right now.
Oh god, we are not in a great
Just
place.
reminding it it's a ability. That is also a miss. And he's going to take that 1 lightning damage. 1 damage closer to death.
Is Indira going to be one-on-one to death by a random mook? Is that what's going to happen?
I'm 2-on-1 right now.
Yeah, this is a 400-year-old samurai warrior escort to the high priestess.
It's a random mook. It's not even the boss.
If he kills Indira, he becomes more than a mook. Levels up.
True.
That's just how
It's like
Undercity
Shadow of
works.
Mordor.
Yeah. Vale. The samurai came up to fence you.
He just got hurt by Shatter. He's
Yes, and he's specifically like bleeding through the ivory of his armor. As Shatter does, it's all horrible internal bleeding.
Barenthal's bright golden wings spread out from behind Vale as golden light begins to spill from his eye sockets, and he points his rapier at the Drow warrior and says, "Leave now, or spend eternity in sunlight's golden embrace." And he will attempt to intimidate.
Does your voice gain reverb?
Oh yeah, of course.
Of course,
It's like
it does.
Gandalf.
Yeah. Okay. Is there like a special intimidate rule with this, or just a?
No, there's no special.
It's gonna completely fail and stagger back and mutters out, "The devil in gold," and you kind of see some of the others. I mean, especially these are drow who are weak to the sun. When the sunlight blares in their domain, there is all a wincing and covering of the eyes.
Tipple backwards over that.
No, he's not that. He's not a stormtrooper.
And I am going to take a bonus action to drink Drow healing potion.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but it's higher level.
Oh, one of the ones from there. Okay. Well, let me get a 4th book added to my book pile as I look at the stats for that.
Thanks.
I actually opened it to the Potions of Healing page, which was very lucky. That's going to heal 8d4 plus 8.
My God. Jesus. Let me get my advanced dice roller out. 8d4 plus 8 was that?
Mhm.
Oh my God, that was kind of a waste. I didn't think it'd be quite that big.
Well, you rolled kind of garbage, so it evens out.
Yeah, so I suppose it wasn't. Let me. I don't think it was.
This is over. We need to go back and count all the ones that happened today.
Yeah, that actually wasn't a waste. It only overhealed me by 2.
The Drider crawling up the underside of the cliff will reach the top, kind of crawl over with the first front legs, and pull itself up, draw a katana, kind of throw the sheath back, and stand ready to strike Serena down. Next turn.
She will try.
She will try.
Holy. Whoa. I just clicked back into Roll20 and like
You went,
7. It cast Radiant Soul like 7 times. There was
oh
like
my God.
millions of D4s or whatever the fuck. Like more
No,
does
than
that
healing
sometimes,
potion. It was
yeah.
it was 8.
more than 8.
What level is
Right.
Storm Sphere?
Storm Sphere is level 4.
So for dispelling, does that need a check, or is level 4 the highest?
It's a
You need to
check, yeah,
Level 3 is
because
the highest.
yeah.
Cool. So one priestess is going to make a check to dispel that. They succeed. Goodbye, Storm Sphere. The other one is going to run up into the middle of everyone battling here and clutch their holy symbol and is going to let out a loud prayer for the usurper queen to not let them lose this battle. And everyone around her is going to heal.
Clerics.
Can't tell you the number, but there is significant rejuvenation on these people. Like, the one fighting you, Indira, was just starting to... so it's basically everyone around here. So the two fighting you and the one fighting you, Vale.
Go.
You know, the one fighting you, Vale, basically looks uninjured now.
So they just
one...
healed 26 plus damage.
Very close. Yeah, back of the napkin math. Serena. And of course, this was such a powerful spell. There was like a corona of white ivory light that happened at the same time, and kind of a cackling that echoed through the chamber.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Full speed is 60 feet per turn.
No, that's with Featherfall. Out of sight of that, you essentially fall instantly.
I thought it was 60 foot per turn.
That's only when feather falling. Yep, it's only when feather falling. Yep.
Okay.
Otherwise, there's no rules for full speed, which I just go, you basically splat. Depending on the fall.
Fair enough.
100 feet down, you just splat.
Okay, fair enough. So Serena is going to, presumably that when this Drider fired a couple of arrows at her, there's one lodged in her. She's just like at this point just has it in her hand, playing with it after pulling it out, and just looks at the Drider as she sort of draws a katana. If you think this is enough to stop the chosen daughter of the Empress, you are a fool. And I'm going to blight her to begin with.
Do I sense a combo coming up? She's going to fail.
Combo.
She's going to take that full damage.
She's going to take that full damage. Excellent. And then Serena is just going to step off the edge of a cliff and quicken spell fly as she begins to drop.
Yeah, and just kind of catch yourself as you. Yeah, absolutely fine.
It's not like the standard takes a step back because it's like mermaid wiggles.
Yeah, just slivers back off the cliff and just goes. So that's 60 foot of movement. That's 60 foot of movement. I'm going to put myself over here. I'm actually going to be under the other cliff rather than on top of it, just so you know.
Okay. Gilwyn.
Hello.
They all healed. Well, all the ones around the middle healed here.
Okay. I'm gonna do it again.
We want another one of these.
I'm gonna do it again.
Another shadow?
At third level, correct.
How many people would that hit, and where from?
If I cast it here, that would hit
Those three.
These three, basically, yes.
Yeah. Okay, absolutely. Constituzione save is... the Lamia is going to fail.
You sound like when I had my donation bot set to Italian. That was real good.
The Samurai is going to pass, and the Priestess is going to fail.
Roll 4d8.
That's not as good as your last one.
Baby.
Not as good as your last one.
Maybe
their prayers are working.
That was bloody poo. Okay.
We don't talk about bloody poo here. Too close to home.
It's actually called Melina.
I'm gonna inspire Indira again. No, I'm not. Take that back. I was about to say.
You're muted.
You muted, Mel. Docs.
No, I was whispering.
Oh.
Yeah, she just hates you.
I said thank you, and then I said, oh, never mind.
I'll step to this guy as well, and I'll imitate him.
You're gonna step to him.
Oh!
Don't step to me.
Dance off, baby.
First, the Samurai versus Indira is going to step around you and start
Oh, good.
its attacks with advantage. It's
I
going
hope
to
you have a
hit.
healing potion.
First attack is going to deal 12 slashing damage plus 9 poison damage.
Okay.
Second attack is going to hit for a whopping 6 slashing damage and 7 poison damage. Then there's the one beside Vale and Gilwyn, who is going to disengage and then run. Next up is the Lamia, who kind of breathes this sigh of relief as you see the wounds over her healing and refilling, and kind of this blood mist pouring into the open wounds. And is going to say, "It's a shame. I would have liked to have kept this one." And swing down at Indira with the blood claw, and it's going to hit for exactly 10 necrotic damage,
Pathetic.
which heals her at the same time.
Sounds like a Zubat.
Yeah. Sure.
Leech life.
And next up is Indira.
Aren't you the one using supersonic, Dean?
I'm a Golbat.
Go for
Confuse Ray. Oh, God.
Misty Step.
Ooh, okay. That's a
that.
hit.
Yeah.
Because remember, she's not really wearing any sort of armor. That's
Oh, look at that.
pretty
More
brutal.
damage than when I crit earlier.
Was that like equal or no more?
That's also a hit. It's like real brutal. You can get behind her and just like swing at like the meat of the tail on her back, and she like can't whip around fast enough to defend herself. She doesn't go down, but is looking just as injured as she was before she started stealing your health. And that is also going to... she's not going to drop concentration on the spell. Never mind. Okay. Vale. The samurai you were facing ran.
Puss. The great golden ethereal wings of Berinthor spread, and he takes flight. And with a clap of thunder, the glowing blade of the rapier enters her space, and we'll see whether or not it hits.
Enters her space.
Well, you dodged
hit.
a 1, and that's a hit.
Well, I didn't want to say like it hit before it oof, my god, 12, nice. Before it didn't.
That is a kill. As there's that boom of gold, I imagine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she is going to just collapse to the ground.
He lands sword first, pulls it out. He gives Indira a wink, and then
Very dramatic when your eyes are glowing.
and then he's gonna flap down, land next to the priestess, and stab with New Faithful.
How can you not be in love with that?
That's a hit. Okay. Trident is going to...
And then he says he's not going anything particularly extra. It's just he says to Indira, "Sorry to leave you down here for so long."
She goes to say something, but blood just starts pouring out of her mouth.
Jesus.
It's like baby Groot.
She coughs and like it's a spray of blood.
I like
The
that
Drider
reference,
up atop the cliff just kind of like rolls her eyes and will just skitter over to Gilwyn.
Hello.
I was like, well, I guess you will do. And you know what? I'm just gonna get a third D20 out. I keep needing to roll 3.
Cutting words.
It's alright.
Gilwyn, what's your AC?
17.
Only one of these attacks is going to hit.
Yep, there you go.
He knew.
The confidence in that AC of 17.
He powered through. That's
full
going to
health.
deal 6 slashing damage plus 6 poison damage.
Thank you very much.
You see the curtains open on the palanquin again as a drow man and woman step out. Black leathery wings kind of stretch out from their backs as they look back inside. One kisses the other's hand, and then they are going to fly and actually just land. I'm going to keep flying right now.
It's Wizard Wars.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got
is
it.
it?
We
Is
just
that what
weren't
that was,
laughing.
Dean?
Yeah. 1927 or whatever it is.
So they're still in flight. I'm going to give them little wing tokens so that we can
Way
remember
off.
that.
Of wing token. You want that so you know I can fly.
If you are it's if you are flying.
So they're off the ground.
Yes. The priestess fighting you, Vale, is just going to keep muttering prayers and kind of point the holy symbol towards you, kind of holding it so like the face on the spider is like towards you, and is going to try and inflict wounds, but can't get a grab off on you. This other one back here is going to look through their spell book. And is going to shoot a ray of sickness at Indira. She's going to miss. Serena. Yeah, it's like you're just trying to like get ready for the fight, and there's just a beam just over your shoulder.
Okay.
Serena is up here.
Yeah, Serena is well out of the combat at the moment.
Time to clean up the crap.
I enjoyed that as well.
No. Okay. Bonus action, I'm burning one of my 3rd level spell slots for some extra sorcery points. And then Serena pops out from under the cliff, flies up just so she's got the Drider in range, and fires a shadow bolt.
That's a hit. Absolutely.
Oh my god, nice!
Hot.
That's like a side of the head banger, like a. It's massive.
And she smirks and just floats back down below the cliff, the lip of the cliff. The lip of the cliff. The lip of the cliff. That's the damn word.
The clit of the lip is what you meant to say.
Like the most Freudian.
She's
slip.
under the damn cliff.
The curtains of the palanquin open again, and you see Chelian step out before you. As Neil said, she is red-haired. The gown she's wearing is almost looks like it's been made out of platinum and silver that flows down her, and she's kind of with rings, looking over the scene. She is going to she's going to outstretch her hand. Indira, can you give me a dexterity save, please?
Oh, good. Sure. Yeah, let's do that.
You have advantage because of danger sense.
Okay.
Yes!
You're like trying to regain your breath, and then you see all those needles start to appear, and just manage to like go to ground and avoid it.
Bowser's dice from the new Mario Party. Either ones or 20s.
Doxy's letting us experience the highs and the lows of the double natties.
This is insane.
Gilwyn, the Drider beside you, I just got clocked in the side of the head. They look still ready and rearing to fight, but they've definitely taken some knocks from Serena's magic.
If I was to 5, 10, 15, 20 step there, Ollie,
Yes.
and I were to cast Thunder Wave, they would be pushed diagonally, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
They
Let's
would
give
get an
that a
attack
go.
of opportunity on you as you're doing that, but
That's fine.
they will hit for 9 piercing damage.
Whatever. The fuck?
That was me.
Indira's spying the scenes. Go ahead and roll Thunder Wave. What is it? Another Constitution banger? Or is that a Strength?
It's cons, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm gonna do it
Don't
at
call me that.
second level as well.
Okay. It's gonna fail.
Yes.
Get off that freaking edge, punk.
So roll the damage.
3d8.
Push 10 feet back, so it is pushed like perfectly down into this slot. It's gonna take that, and this would be around 40 feet up, maybe 50. Let's see how generous I am.
Too generous.
You hear a crunch, but it is not dead. But it is prone right now on its back. And what's even better is it kind of falls onto the
Assassin's
fungus
Creed.
below and goes crunch through like it breaks the mushrooms layer by layer.
5.
I thought that was like several of its legs just going as it lands.
Oh,
Just like
Gilwyn
it
gets
could just-
so fast Dark Souls plunging attack, I quit this game.
he's gonna put his hood up and dive out, and you just hear like an eagle in the background.
I'm gonna use my second wind.
Are you actually?
Roll, yes.
Yeah.
Heal, baby.
It is a d8 for me, isn't it? I'm a fighter now. Is it a d8?
It's a
fighter?
D10.
No, do D10 plus fighter level.
D10 plus 1.
Well, come on!
Boom!
You guys were like, oh, we were going to lose this. You were sleeping on Gil.
Yeah.
You were sleeping on him.
Indira wishes she was.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
Don't you see that long, lanky boy and say, I want some of that?
What can I say?
The samurai that was running kind of stops, turns, and shakes its head and will return back into the fight. 6, swing it Indira. And is going to hit. Healing. That's going to be 9 piercing damage on the first attack,
I am
which
down.
brings her down.
Oh no!
Indira, can you roll me a death save, please?
Mm-hmm.
That is 2 points of death
Sure is.
out of 3. Vale, you see Indira go down, and quite literally, the samurai above just starts doing these very small cuts on her while she's down.
Vale's just gonna. He just draws the rapier across the priestess in front of him.
That's a hit.
We'll do that.
There's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's massive. It's not a kill, but it's massive.
Oh, actually, oh, it's a full. Hmm. And then he'll stab her in the foot with New Faithful. So,
That is a hit.
um,
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
yep. 1, 2, 3. Vale's gonna go and stand over Indira's unconscious body.
Oh, you standing like directly on top of her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Drider wiggles and moves. It's a very unsettling motion to see the Drider resurface itself. And it is going to move a little bit. And just put the sword down for a moment. Redraw the bow and is going to fire at Serena. Is going to hit twice out of a possible 3 times.
Consistent, I suppose.
Dealing 8 damage on the first attack, piercing, plus 2 poison. Then 6 damage on the second one, plus 5 poison.
That's 2 concentration checks, and I better not fail these, otherwise I'm falling to my death.
You'll be fine.
Nice.
The winged drow kind of go either side of Vale and Indira here and drop to the ground. There's something unsettlingly perfect about them. And what's also, of course, unsettling is that other than... that would be their skin and their posture and all that. But their eyes are just these pure orbs of that kind of almost cream white. And there's just these gentle smiles. And one's male, one's female. And the male one will just say, "We can save her if you surrender. We can promise safety to all of you if you surrender." And this priest back here is just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and pray and cast a large heal. It's about as strong as the last one. Doesn't heal her, and she's also quite injured, but the priestess, who was just attacked by Vale, those large wounds from your booming blade start to stitch back over. Serena. You see down there, Vale standing over a downed Indira in a puddle of shimmering blood.
Silver blood.
She's a unicorn. Drink her.
1, 2, 3.
You probably would get
Tastes
some
like
kind of
sherbet, apparently.
get some kind of magical high from drinking Indira's blood. To be fair,
Would you permit me to attempt a god call?
you have an ability that's also like a god call, right?
Yeah, but it's not actually a god call. It's just that I stay alive.
You can try.
Because at this point, things are looking bad. Indira is down. Serena is like, yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't going to work, but no. So Serena sort of seems to focus for a moment, then grits her teeth, and I am go. Did I hear the? I presume I heard these 2 winged drow saying they could save her.
And they're standing in a very... They're standing in the most threatening, non-threatening way possible. They're not in like combat stances or anything, but their feet are far apart, shoulders straight, hands to their side.
Actually, I've already used my main action, haven't I? I only have one option at this point. Quicken spell to Twisting Fellstorm the into the Samurai and Drider on my to my right.
Yep, that'll
So
do
I've
it.
got- So the Samurai is saving against that damage, and the Drider will be
They're gonna
saving
fail.
against that damage.
And so does the Drider. So they.
Oh, of course they. And look at those awesome frigging damage rolls as well. Or
As in, they
second-
fail their saves and take.
Oh,
the
sorry. I
damage.
thought you. Sorry, I thought you said they succeeded.
No, I said the opposite. In fact.
Ian experiences the highs and the lows.
I know it might seem pessimistic as the answer, but no, they
Well, I
both
think-
take that strike. Unfortunately, if the Drider wasn't healed moments before, it probably would have brought them down, but they just take it. And Chelian just stands there watching. Gilwyn, you could see that sight quite as well as anyone else. Indira bleeding in the ground, Vale standing over her.
Shit. Healing Word is the only thing I'm able to do. I'll do it at third level.
On Indira.
On
I
Indira,
presume.
of course, yeah.
So that's 12 points of healing. That's, the kind of bloody coffee sputtering back to life. Definitely one of the closer experiences you've had.
As we're occupying the same
Yeah,
space, can Vale help her into the one on his right, where
I will
she's
absolutely
in
allow
danger?
that. Yeah. Like, as she's getting up, kind of like tap her and guard her from the guy beside her. Absolutely.
Bonus action, I'll just yell Vale and let
That was
him-
your bonus. Healing Word's bonus. You got full action.
Okay, thank you. You're right.
Although, if you're casting from Soulmender, it does you would be getting Soulmender out and changing your sword and stuff like that. I don't know if it is,
true.
though. Just got to remember that now that you're going around sword fighting, that Soulmender is two-handed.
You're absolutely right. Whew. I wouldn't. I don't think Gilman would have heard that, but perhaps he would maybe see the way they're stood as a sign of they think they've already won, so we should be backing down. I'll just look at Vale and yell his name and just like look at him like, what?
Look to the party leader. And this very much will be one of those standoffs. The samurai, the one up here, will kind of like ready themselves to charge at Serena. But seeing pretty much everyone other than Serena is in that kind of standoff mentality, they're all just, readying a strike. And this is very much, prepared in action to attack you, Vale, if you do anything. But kind of giving you that chance for surrender. Indira, you come back to consciousness with pretty much this standoff going on around your body.
I'm gonna chug a greater healing potion.
Yes, I love you. Fuck yeah.
And
I
then
don't remember what I
rage.
roll for that.
That's 44 plus 4. Do you have one of the superior ones that were given to you by Tanuma, or did you only get one? I don't remember.
I have 4 greater healing
This
potions.
isn't one from
That's it.
Tanuma, the one I had.
Mm.
Mine was from somewhere previous.
Plus what? 44 plus what?
4.
Oof. Did we get a superior one then from Tanuma?
Yes. She gave you one. You found one potion in her office, if I remember correctly.
I'm going to.
In whose
rage.
invent is that?
You gonna rage?
Mhm.
Okay.
And I'm gonna end my turn.
You're not going to take an action?
Can I hold an action to attack if somebody attacks me?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Vale,
That's what I'll do.
you see Indira ready herself up. Everyone's kind of ready to go at you.
Vale's shoulders slump. She's new faithful. And then he reaches into his pouch, draws the gem, and just the bright light just goes boom in a
I knew that was happening the moment you did the
Let me
phone.
just double check what the rules are where
Please
this can
do.
attack. Right.
Because it's got 3 modes, and one of them is
exactly.
blast.
Right, okay, so it fires a 30-foot bright cone originating from me.
Which
How does
hits
that?
everyone. Oh, no, cone. Well,
Yeah,
it
cone.
depends how you want to point it. So 30-foot cone is basically 30-foot wide as well. So it would
is it?
hit
Okay.
all 3 of these if you want to hit the...
In that case, I'll hit the 3 of those, and let me tell you, it's a DC 15 Constitution save.
Okay. They are all gonna fail.
Nice. And he has advantage right now because they're all blinded.
So they're just blinded, no damage.
It's just blinded, yeah. They can take checks on their turn to save it. That was...
So that's great. You pull that out, and the samurai was like straight up ready to attack you whenever you made an action, and they still get to try and make that attack, but it's just a freaking easy to dodge blinded strike. The 2 creatures straight out let out this otherworldly hiss. You kind of hear it come from below them as if it runs from the deepest of the earth through their throats and out. Their wings spread out at the pain of being blinded by such radiant light.
Yum. Let me see.
So that was probably an action, I would assume.
That is an action, yeah. When can I make an offhand? Do I have to...
You have to attack first.
I thought so.
Yeah.
In which case...
The crystal doesn't count as an attack?
Item interaction.
Yeah, it's magic item, boy.
Yeah. 6 seconds.
I will move then. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. The Drider will kind of shake her head and say, "Really? You fell for that?" And we'll just you know what? How far up in the sky are you in the Serena?
Bearing in mind I was under the cliff, I would probably be
60?
be 60 plus, yeah.
Okay. The Drider is going to get out under you and kind of, position themselves under you. Not do anything immediately. The strange winged drow. Is going to just dash at Vale. Even though they're blinded, they're moving quite efficiently. Vale, you probably figure out that they know exactly where each other are, not necessarily exactly where you are. And it's just going to be this semi-messy clawed swipe, which actually does hit. And is going to deal 4 slashing damage to you, Vale.
Nice.
The woman is going to try the same, and is also going to hit. And that one is going to deal 9 slashing damage. And then what's the save for them to try and cure blindness?
15.
All right, they both cure it after one turn. You kind of see their eyes blink, and again they're hollow. This kind of cream, and their panic that overcome their bodies fades completely back to confidence. The two priestesses. What are you gonna do, priestess?
I don't know. I'm gonna wait until you tell me. She says.
I hate that.
I don't know.
Please refrain. This one is gonna, you know what? Get up here. Weave a little circle of magic. Gilwin, can you give me a Constitution save, please?
Can I use my Iron Stone?
I don't remember how it works. No.
I believe it's
It's a store for spells, not spell slots, so it will cast the spell that you have in there.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because I remember Ollie saying it was a spell slot.
There,
Power Pearl.
No, there are multiple types of Iron Stone. So whatever he has written down is probably what happens. So what happens?
I remember.
Do you have it as
I
a
think
tool thing you can point out?
it's an item. I just wrote absorption.
I can look that
But
up.
I have a very vivid memory though of you saying no, it's just an extra spell slot because I thought it was me taking their spell.
That would make sense with absorption.
Yeah.
So you
But
can look
obviously
this
I'll
up
leave
and
it.
put this in your inventory. Iron Stone of Absorption can cancel a spell of 4th level or lower when you see it only targeting you, and you need to count how many it casts because it can only do 20 levels of spells.
Okay.
So look up Iron Stone Absorption. It might even be in Roll20. That's what it is, and you can use your reaction to cancel a spell.
Okay, I will do that. I will actually make the. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and that like they kind of make this symbol, and then the magic in the air just sparks out, and they look genuinely very perplexed at that happening because you don't even really act; it's kind of subconscious. This one is gonna run up to Indira, try to grab her and inflict wounds, but miss. Serena.
How hurt is this Drider looking?
Pretty injured. The worst wounds have kind of been healed by multiple healing magics, but he's still definitely bloodied.
Ollie, for it says levels. It's 20 levels. So what level was that spell?
That was a cantrip, so it actually doesn't count, I guess.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I've had that stone.
That's how magic items are best used. Everyone forgets you have them until it's like, bah! Moment of need.
I do like the butt glow stone. It is very useful. You just whip it out the butt.
Okay.
I prefer it you being in the butt and you moon them.
I am
can't
going
move.
to start singing at the Drider.
You're like a human flashlight.
You sun them. You're a sun elf. Come on.
They are going to
Yeah, sorry.
succeed.
They succeed. That's annoying. That is very annoying. Of course she succeeds the one time I don't freaking dare. I'm gonna have to take a risk. I'm going to use. I'm going to. Not that's the wrong one. I'm gonna burn 6 sorcery points to get a 4th level slot back, and that's going to end my turn. I
Okay.
needed her to fail that.
Well, she didn't.
She didn't.
Okay. Chelian, up there, still standing on the balcony of the Palanquin. Let's go to look over the scene, seeing that things aren't working out exactly how one would hope. She is going to quite effortlessly move her fingers, and magic appears around her. And you start to feel a crackle in the air, Vale, as she, almost all at once, this beam of just energy. It's kind of all kinds of colors kind of sparking through a whole chromatic display is going to hit you. It's going to do quite a bit.
What type of damage is it?
It's going to be lightning damage.
Bell's gonna absorb elements.
That's a good idea.
This
As
golden
a-
shimmer appears around him as the wings like wrap around
and
him.
the beam like... But this is a 5th level witch bolt. The beam continues as your spell kind of... the wings hold it back for a moment. And it's going to deal 33 lightning damage. Halved, of course. Good use of absorb elements. And this beam is continuing. It's kind of cascading from the palanquin from just... It's like the beam originates from just above her. And she's kind of holding it up with a very gentle motion. Gilwyn.
Hey, yo.
She's down there. Hey, yo. Gilwyn here.
I'm going to step to this priestess.
That's how he do it.
And rapier her. Grow up.
Sorry.
That's a hit. It's a big one too. She doesn't go down. She takes it.
Nuts.
Oh, nuts.
Yeah, the priestesses are injured, but not, on verge of death, because they've been healing each other. Anything else you'd like to do?
Bonus action again. Healing word at first level on Indira.
Okay. And I think...
Like, almost as good as the last one.
Yeah, that was amazing. I think this is a great time for a little bit of an early break as things continue to get hot and heavy. So we'll be back in a few minutes.